Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of Tip 'em Tuesdays. If you don't know what Tip 'em Tuesdays is, I'll just, give you a brief explanation of what we're going to be doing every week. So for the individuals that want to start a business or they have a business, this is the perfect opportunity for you to just, look at some free videos and get some more insight on how to do so. We'll be dropping videos every week on how to scale your business, on how to start it, brand it, brand products, talk to Chinese manufacturers, advertise, the whole 9 yards. So I'll be showing you guys how to do all of that. If you don't know me, my name is Jay West. I own Apex Perspective Branding and Digital Marketing. What I do is actually go out and help clients gain more customers. If they don't have an audience, I help them build a brand for themselves and actually gain them an audience for their brand. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into what we're going to be talking about today, and that is building a foundation for your brand. So when it comes to building a foundation for your brand, there's multiple things that you need to include while building it so you have a solid foundation. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your brand name. Your brand name wants to be distinct. You don't want it to be too complicated just because you want it to be recognizable to your audience. Next thing you want to do is actually check and see if that name is already taken. What you can do is actually, I'll be dropping a link below and you can check and see if that domain is already taken, because last thing you want to do is base your whole business around a name that's already taken by somebody else. Next thing you want to do is your mission statement. Your mission statement is basically your brand's identity. And I'll give you guys an example. I have a real estate group. And our mission statement is, here at Property Recovery Group, we strive to help the community maximize their real estate investment by catering to the client's specific needs. So it's basically, telling them what you do and how you do it, right? Next thing I want to talk about is the vision. The vision behind your business is very, very important because that's what's driving you at the end of the day. Why are you in this business? That's important to ask yourself, because at the end of the day, if you're not providing any value to people, you're in the business for the wrong reasons. So you want to have something to aim towards so you have a destination to reach. Next, we're going to talk about the mission. The mission basically correlates with the mission statement. What do you want to accomplish in your niche? For instance, I want to accomplish the best customer service to all my clients. It can be multiple things, but you want to highlight those goals in your business. Next, you want to focus on the values. How are you bringing value to your customers? Are you bringing value by providing the best premium quality, materials, or, providing a service that, most people can't do? How are you adding value to people's lives? So that's another thing to think about as well. Next, we're going to talk about the tagline and slogan. This is another part of your identity. You can actually include this on your business cards and include this on multiple places where, just for instance, eating good in the neighborhood, has been, everybody knows that. When I say that, you think of Applebee's. Eating good in the neighborhood, everybody knows that. So, you want to think of a tagline that's, that can be identified with your service or product. Next thing you want to do is actually go into the visual colors of your logo. You want to have 2 primary colors and 1 secondary color. Nothing too complicated. You want all your colors to kind of like, meet each other in a nice way and not be too noisy, if that makes sense. And you're going to use this same color over, multiple platforms. So don't forget that. Next thing you want to do is your logo, and you don't want your logo to be too complex either. The more simple it is, the more better it is. Another thing you want to do is relate it to your niche so people can actually see your logo and actually know what you're related into. I mean, you don't have to, but it is a good foundation to have. And the last thing I want to talk about is the consistency over all the platforms you're going to use, because you want to use the same font, the same colors, and the same logo across all platforms, so you are omnipresent amongst Facebook, Instagram, Google. Doesn't matter what it is. Your brand is your brand, and people see your logo and know that's you. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into the screen and show you guys how to create a logo now. All right, guys. So now I'll be showing you how to actually start making your logo with this free site. The website is called canva.com. I won't go over how to actually make an account. It's free. You can just make it on your own time. What you want to do is click on Create Design. You want to go down to Logo. All this stuff is free, and you don't have to pay for any stuff because, like I said, you want to eliminate as much expenses as you can starting out. It has plenty of templates for you to pick from. It doesn't matter what your business is, if you're selling a service or if you're selling a product. It doesn't really matter. They have something for every single thing, and you can play around with this all day. They have plenty of options. And literally, if you see something that doesn't fit your color scheme, you can always just change the color. Let's just find something we can use an example right quick. Here we can use this right here. Say we have like a studio or a production company. We can just use this right here. So of course you want to, change to your name. You want to use the font that, fits your business the best. You don't want to use like a childish font on like something that's taken more seriously. So now you want to just, type in your name, whatever you're going to use. Type in your tagline or your slogan. You can also include that in your actual logo. I mean, that way, people actually have a defined sense of what you're talking about. You can also change these elements within the logo. Usually you're able to actually change the color of the element that's in the logo. This one you can't, just because it's already preset. So what we're going to do is just add something else so I can show you guys, if you were to do it from scratch. So let's just type in music notes. See what comes up. Okay, we have a couple. We're just going to delete that one and use something that's free, of course. You got it right there. That's free. You can play around with this stuff all day, making any type of design, making any type of color. Also, what I want to show you guys is how to bring things back and forth, because that's going to matter. Like the music sign, you want it behind the words, so you want to send it backwards. Right now you can't see it because it's black. Let me change the color right quick. There we go. Now you can see that the music note is actually behind it. If I send it forward, it's in front of it. So this is just talking about the layers and how you build your logo. All right, so let's just try to make it a little bit more nicer. Just dress it up a little bit. Maybe make another one of these, a different color or something. Let's do that. Blue right here. This will do. All right, so I like to play with transparency as well. It's just so it's not, taken away from the name so much. It's like more so in the background. You guys can play with that all you want, but you just make it more transparent so you can see through it. Bam, there we go. That's a nice little logo right there. I mean, it only took me about, I don't know, like 3 minutes to do. Like I said, pick a font that you're going to stick with throughout your whole company. Just make sure it's, a font that you can use throughout multiple platforms as well. And, if you want to change the size, you can as well. So, once we're at this stage, we can just go ahead and, save this. If you had the Pro, you would be able to use the transparent background. But I'm going to show you guys how to do it without actually having to pay for it. So let's just download this. Load. All right, you can save it to your background, desktop, whatever, so it's easier to find. Let's go ahead and do that right quick. And you can see right here, it actually looks good on your business card. And we will be jumping into business cards on the next lesson. But this lesson, we're just going to keep it short and just talk about the actual logo. So now that we got that saved, let's go ahead and bring this up. The app I will be using is called Preview. It's on every MacBook, iOS. It's pretty easy to use. I'll show you guys right now. So say I want to make a circle logo, right? Because right now we just have a square. So what we're going to do is click on this marker. We're going to go over here and click on the square and go down to the circle. And we're just going to make a circle out of this just to make sure that's an oval. So let's spread this thing out a little bit. That looks good right there. And what we're going to do is just crop it. And bam, there you go. You have your circle logo. And you can provide this logo into multiple things, whether it's on a t-shirt or your business or, stickers or whatever the case may be. You just want to save that so you actually do have that template. Now I'm going to show you guys how to actually, make it transparent background. So you would just click on the background and all you would have to do is press crop. Bam. Well, I just pressed delete there. You can press delete or crop. It doesn't matter. And, you just want to clean this thing up a little bit, make everything transparent. You just, click on it, press delete. Even when it comes down to the little part in the letters, we're going to clean that up as well. You can just zoom into it and clean it up. Really simple to do. Because you want a completely transparent background. So when you put it on like a black surface or a white background, it looks pretty professional. We're just going to clean this up. You zoom in here and actually, take out those little pieces that it didn't catch. It's a little tedious, but it's definitely, worth it. Like I said, this is a free way to a little outer circle we want to clean up as well. Let's just take care of that. Bam. Don't want to do that. Let's see, do it again. Clean that up. Bam. And that little part right here. And bam, there we go. We have a completely transparent background. You can use this for anything you want, guys. Definitely save this to your background because you will be using it again. You can definitely apply this to your business cards as well. I'll be going over that in the next video. And, just let me know whatever you guys, want to talk about or what you want the next video to be about. And I'll do it for you guys. Appreciate all the love. And hopefully, you got some out of this and stay tuned.